Welcome back. More Than Money, Gene Dickinson, your host. Send us your emails. Help us stay relevant. One of the ways we stay relevant is we go right to Megan and find out who should we answer next.
Our next question says, I am 70 years old, widowed, without children, and have almost $1 million in my IRAs. I have two questions for you that I asked my advisor, and he gave me answers that I'm not sure are right. First, should I consolidate the 3 IRAs I have into one? He says no, it won't make any difference. Second, should I convert big parts of my IRAs to Roth IRAs? He says yes, and it will save me in the long run. My goals are to simplify my life so when I start losing it, I have less things to worry about. And I want to set up my affairs so what I own goes to my church when I'm gone in 30 years, just like you when I'm 100.
Well, join the club. I think we're going to start a club, Happy Healthy 100. All of us on our way. I admit, people get older. That's a fact of life. I probably only have 30, 35 more good years left. I get that. But Happy Healthy 100, it's a great club. And now we have 2 members. Fantastic. John, consolidating 3 IRAs into one doesn't really help. Or does it?
I would argue that it does, because she said her goal is simplicity, and it would definitely simplify things. She'd move 3 accounts down into one. She'd still have to take the total, aggregate amount of RMDs, but she's simplifying things. And in terms of doing Roth conversions, I don't know if I would do big chunks. She could maybe do smaller chunks, but if she's going to leave this money to her church, that's a tax-exempt organization. The IRS is not going to ding the church when they inherit the money on any inheritance tax or income tax. So I don't know who's saving what in that scenario.
Okay, this is the part where people are waiting. Is Gene going to correct John? And the answer is, John, you're a young man. You don't know everything. But in this case, you really do. You have hit on a really critically important piece of this puzzle that this other advisor clearly is clueless about. The fact that this IRA is going to go to the church, ultimately, is one of the key factors as to why you don't want to convert to a Roth IRA. If you convert $1 million and you pay $300,000 in tax, the church eventually gets $700,000. If the good Lord takes her home tomorrow, the church gets $1 million. We gave the government $300,000 for no reason whatsoever. Now, the advisor, is going to argue, well, in 3 years she has to take RMDs. Is there anything she can do with the RMD that helps the church?
She could make qualified charitable distributions that are, again, not taxable. So,
again, this scenario is kind of sad. Really happy she got a second opinion, that she sought a second opinion, because this demonstrates to everybody, particularly our audience, how if your advisor isn't seeing the bigger picture, the advisor isn't taking the time, making the effort to see the bigger picture. This woman has $1 million this advisor is advising her on, and still he or she is not making the effort. That's embarrassing to them. It's not embarrassing to us, because fortunately we have an entire tax division headed up by Diane, if that is her real name. And bottom line is, this woman can accomplish everything she wants by ignoring the current advisor's advice and making sure that she follows ours. I know that kind of sounded like puffery, but it's true. As my dad used to say, it ain't bragging if you can do it.